to solidly take a 2-0 against Leon. Nairo, definitely one of the favorites going into this tournament, to place very well. I'm sure that most people are expecting top 5 from him, and he has not let down at all now.
Absolutely, he's practiced a lot for it. He knows he wants it.
I cannot wait to see the rest of his trip through winners bracket right now, and exactly how far it goes.
I'm rooting for him. It looks like we're going to see a very good Marth ditto here. Mr. R and Mike Haze will run back from Apex.
In 2012.
And I think I'm going to actually let Pierce jump on this, because as far as Marth knowledge gets, it's not going to get any better than Pierce.
No, I definitely don't think so.
All right, thanks for letting me. All right, thanks for letting me commentate. It was a pleasure. Hopefully, I'll be back later.
Sure, we'll see you soon enough, my friend.
And it was a pleasure commentating with you.
All right, guys, and the one and the only Pierce coming back to give us some real pro tips as to the Marth ditto right now, and really let us know what's going on.
I mean, it's just spacing and reads, of course, but you know, Marth ditto's not too complicated.
Okay,
it's not a very complex matchup. You know, a matter of fact, I'm even gonna go so far as to say I feel it is one of the more skillful matchups. When I'm playing with, you know, like my high-level friends like Atomisk or Mewtwo or something like that, and we're just playing friendlies, then a lot of times we like to Marth ditto, even though I don't really like the Marth ditto that much against other Marth mains, because then it's just really boring, and then there's like pressure for no reason because we all have this camaraderie, but it's also like lined with this need to be better than all the other Marths. But I'm sure you all can relate amongst your own mains. But like when I'm playing against like Atomisk or Mewtwo or somebody like that, like it's really fun. I like to Marth ditto, you know, not Marth main, so it's really fun. And you know, and they can beat me all the time just because like if they outplay me, if you outplay somebody in the Marth ditto, like there's a couple of tips and tricks you have to know, which hopefully I'll get a lot of opportunities to point this out throughout the match. You know, like certain ways where me and Riz, one of my sparring partners, found out that if you DI Dancing Blade a certain way, you can just up B after the first hit every time. If you just DI up and in every time, you just get a free up B just out of the first hit. But you know, just a little tip, like a bunch of tips and tricks that you can just use to take advantage of. But overall, it is a battle of just spacing, reading, and you have to perform fantastically in neutral position to make sure you can land that advantage and then capitalizing on advantage. So it's like a lot of matchups, but it's really fun. So hopefully Ramen and Mike will put on a show for us.
Definitely, and I was going to say, as we see, Ramen battling for 4th port right there, gets the win.
And it looks like he's going to capitalize on that with Snake versus... Oh.
Wow. So Marth ditto is clearly out the window, my friend.
The game 1 counter picks are so real. I think it was on stream yesterday we were watching them do this. So...
And as I've seen personally with the time that Ramen spent on Long Island, he's got such an impressive Snake.
Oh, Mike is just kidding. Hold on. Yo, make sure timer's 10.
Timer 10. The timer, make sure it's 10 minutes.
Yeah. I just told the players to make sure the timer was 10 minutes.
Yes, exactly. Very important.
The players agree to Smashville. Let's get this underway. Alright, so right now, both players being really smart, safe, cautious. I don't know why Ramen panicked and spot dodged there. Really bad habit of a lot of snakes. He should have just rolled away. Would have left him relatively safe. You know, Mike would have had to make a hard read there instead of just waiting for a reaction if he wanted to punish a roll away. And Mike is slowly taking control. Solid reads.
4 consecutive dancing blades there to rack up that 45% on Snake. 5.
Yeah. But Mike has not been able to completely establish stage presence yet. I don't know that I agree with that spike on the ground. As you can see, Snake's wake up is really strong, despite the fact that Mike Haze did read the roll behind, or rather possibly tried to react to it, but he was not able to get any successful punishment.
And Ramen usually so proficient with his down throw tech chases, Mike Haze took a very good option to get up attack and get out of that bad scenario.
Ramen's in the sky. He does not have the room to B-reverse. I'm not sure if Mike Haze meant to down smash there. It was good for resetting the juggle. It's reasonable damage. But to me, I value down smash as a kill move, and even past that, oh, excellent option by Mike. But even past that, I think a ditto would have led into like more damage. Mike is really showing his dominance in this match right now, not letting Ramen get a chance to breathe.
And as you were talking about during the Marth ditto, very important spacing. Mike is still bringing that spacing right now.
Absolutely.
Really keep maintaining stage control, not letting Ramen open up. Every time Ramen has been forced to come down from the air, Mike has gotten solid punishes. So Mike really seems to be reading into Ramen quite a bit.
All right, Ramen is making good use of dash attack. Dash attack is the most important tool for Snake in this matchup. The hitbox is very high, and it can easily hit Marth out of his short hop, meaning that it can interrupt Marth's landing if you time it properly, which is not hard to do. You can hit Marth out of his landing as he lands with a fair. You can interrupt Marth trying to jump in fair unless he immediately fairs. Just really powerful, and it covers a lot of space, makes it very difficult for Marth to land, and gives Snake somewhat of a counter juggle game against Marth. It also makes it difficult for him to regain stage control, meaning that as long as Ramen keeps this up, he can reset the stock very quickly. That's my favorite mix-up.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, up smash is my favorite tech chase mix-up.
Very, very impressive.
Not necessarily the best, but my favorite, and I'm glad to see that Ramen is like-minded. Mike gave up the pressure there a little too early. I guess he didn't want to tango with the grenade, but he ended up making the correct read anyway, and now he has the advantage on Ramen, who's going to throw this back air, unfortunately, yeah.
And this is very reminiscent of the beginning of Ramen's first stock here, as Mike is maintaining stage control and really forcing Ramen into bad scenarios. Right
Yes,
there.
absolutely.
Nails an early nails a stage spike to get the lead yet again. Only at 28 on his second stock right now.
Yeah. Marth can F-throw, stutter step, tipper, F-smash. I don't know why we all don't. I think it's probably because we're so used to just destroying characters out of an F-throw at 0. And then against Snake, he's a heavyweight, and he also has a thin character model. So you actually get very few follow-ups from an F-throw at 0, and no follow-ups from a back throw at 0 on Snake. So, you know, we're always like F-throw, and then we start dashing, and we're like, oh yeah, we can't do anything. So then we just dancing blade them, because that's the only guaranteed thing left. But forward smash is an option.
And that West Coast double pivot grab, tech out.
I don't think Ramen actually meant to finish that jab. I think he was accidentally committed to jab 2, which locks you into finishing out the jab or stopping. So,
and a missed shield breaker there cost Mike Haze a little bit of stage control as Ramen, dropped a hard punish there. And
Ramen has Mike locked on the edge at kill percent. Weak back air won't be the thing.
Oh, as he gives up stage control right now.
Ramen's a little afraid because he knows that if he throws out an up tilt and it doesn't connect, Mike's going to punish him and get a lot of control. He can't really afford that right now. Heavily disagree with that up air. Back air sets up the frame trap and also would have served the same purpose.
Mike Haze still with a good amount of confidence here, though. He's sitting at 155 on his second stock, while Ramen's still sitting at 166.
That's it. Good trap by Mike. Good trap by Ramen. Mike was a little bit impatient. He definitely could have evaded that trap, but he decided to just try and recover quickly. That'll do it, though. Mike Haze takes it.
A lot of groundwork was needed there by Ramen to make up that 200% differential on his last stock, and Mike blatantly taking advantage of that, nailing the one move he needs to take it. Mike going up 1-0 here. Now, what do you think, I'd ask what Ramen's mindset would be, in your opinion, but I think we have it right now, directly switching back to Marth. No more games.
Yeah, he realized, Mike has way more control than he expected. This is not how it went previously. I remember that Snake completely caught Mike off guard and destroyed him at Apex. But Mike asked for the run back, succeeded in the run back, and now has taken game win the tournament. So we're going to see the Marth ditto here on Smashville, Europe's finest.
As we give the hype at home, everyone waits to see, as always, the Marth ditto.
Ramen is going for a tag switch.
As we find out that the pause button has been turned off.
No? Okay, not sure. Mike dropping his bread and butters. Very surprised Mike chose up smash. And the option for Ramen to fall into him was so unlikely.
And And wow, Mike off to a very large percent lead as of right now, really maintaining that stage control as Ramen finally gets a hit in and pushed it back to where it should be.
And again, Mike does not fall with that back air. No. The forward smash would have ended Ramen's stock. It would have tippered from that spot.
Man, and Mike really just full reading Ramen right now as he's gotten such a percent lead.
Not sure why Mike opted for jab there. Figured he'd go for a mix-up. And there it is, as I was mentioning earlier. If you do it the correct way, you can immediately be out of Dancing Blade right away. It does true combo in terms of hit stun, but you will get out of the second hit. That's a stock.
Very impressive footstool by Mike Haze. Really seeming on point with his spacing and his technicality as of right now.
That footstool was not on purpose.
Really?
No, it was not.
Yeah, well then again, I've heard that many times before. A footstool's never on purpose.
No, that's not true. You can tell usually when a footstool's on purpose. It's a tool that, you know, I favor a lot, but not in that scenario, not in this matchup, and not that one right there. Mike was going for probably a runoff fair, jumped too early, and so footstool came out before the fair, and then he was like, oh well, good enough.
And Ramen with a little flash for Europe as we get a nice little batch of platform cancels there.
Very nice use of this platform.
Wow. And the
Mike.
technicality right now.
Ramen completely uses that platform to reset the control. He is now up against Mike in this ditto.
And
Mike takes a lot of high-risk tactics.
Narrowly missing a nasty
I
up
don't
smash
know
tipper.
why they're all going for the up smash punish. The worst part about it is Marth has so much lag from up B when he lands. You literally could wait for him to fall down, run up to where he is, charge the up smash a little bit, and still land it. So I'm not getting... Oh, Mr. R making a critical mistake not rehogging the edge. I don't know, maybe... I don't think he got chicken feet. I think he legitimately meant to re-grab the edge.
And at this point, I know Ramen has to be feeling a bit of pressure as Mike Haze is bringing it back. Ramen really needs that kill because being down game one, without a win here, he's going to be taking a trip to a loser's bracket. And as we've been saying this whole time, loser's bracket's starting to get pretty stacked as Larry fell earlier right into it.
Absolutely. Marth has the 6th best spot dodge in the game. After the famous 5, Marth has 1 frame above the rest of the cast.
And Mr. R really establishing a lead right now. And Mike, unlike in those earlier stocks, seeming to struggle to find his stage control and spacing a bit more now. I mean, has something changed that drastically, Pierce, that Mr. R is really taking such control?
No, it's just a momentum-based matchup.
Okay.
As I was explaining before, making sure you're able to take control of neutral is very important because the amount of damage you're able to deliver when in advantage in this matchup is phenomenal. And Marth can trap in Marth better than most other characters. That was a really great option.
With a little bit of a hover there to find himself right on top of the platform and make a solid punish. Good
bait by Mr. R going in.
And Leon
bait him out to get that grab so that...
And Leon gave him a pat on the back there preemptively, already knowing that up B was going to kill Mike indefinitely.
Yeah,
so.
absolutely. I think it's possible that Mike would have survived that up B with, perfect DI, but it caught him off guard. He was relying on that grab.
As that angle got closer and closer to the Pat G angle, it became more and more unlikely that we would see Mike Haze bring it back. So 1-1 right now. As we have Leon here coaching Mr. R, we have Def sitting right next to Mike Haze right now for moral support. Seen a lot of help from top players with top players right now. It's been really awesome today to just see all the work everyone's putting in when not even playing.
Yeah, for sure. At SKTAR here, each player is allowed 1 coach per match. Fortunately, I haven't been ambushed with requests yet, which is good because I would rather be here. So
yes, exactly. Man, so here it is, the start of Game 3 right now. The difference maker from that trip to the losers bracket, as both players vie right off the bat for that stage control.
Mr. R taking a very offensive stance in his gameplay, trying to set up an off-the-ground combo starter there with that reverse up air, which will combo into a nair, which then could combo into, you know, any number of things. Mike really seeming to have success capitalizing on these rolls.
And both players with such counter strikes consistently. Single missed hits are just leading to counter strikes that are changing momentum over and over again. As I see this more and more, Pierce, I see exactly what you're explaining.
No, Mike definitely should have grabbed the edge there. That was a stock one. There was no way Mr. R could have grabbed the stage, landed on the stage from that point. Now Mr. R is going to begin to establish some control. As the percent is built up, each hit counts more because anything can knock you off the stage at this point, which means you're stuck on an edge trap and the situation is dangerous. Mike now has no jump. Oh, excuse me, he must have magically landed.
Oh, and Mr. R missing a key punish that could have resulted in Mike's stock, but still landing a solid dolphin slash.
Yeah, exactly. What I like to do in that situation is once you see the other player is going to go and try and land on the edge, Marth actually has enough time to score his up B, and it will cause bad DI because they're going to be trying to fastball to grab that edge the second they see you get off of it.
Great follow-ups there by Mr. R for a steady 31% out of an F throw.
Mike is trying to figure out a way to score this kill because he will not be able to catch up to Mr. R in percent until this 145 becomes a remove stock.
Great DI there.
That should be it. Grab the edge or tip or F smash. Just as good. Just as good.
Solid punish by Mike, not allowing any shenanigans there, putting an end to Ramen stock. Mr. R directly taking stage control back using his invincibility frames.
Now at 0%, a fair, unless you pull off, will be punished by a fair even on hit. Great read by Mr. R. He's not falling for any of those shenanigans, and it's 1-1 with Mike Haze down almost a full stock. However, it's definitely not over. As I said, this is a very momentum-based matchup. So if Mike Haze figures out a way to reset this momentum, he can really give Ramen a bad day. He was hoping that tipper forward smash would carry him into it, but Ramen's keeping his cool pretty well.
And so much momentum still remaining with Mr. R right now. Really, really, really managing to not let go of it just yet. As he continues to string damage on Mike's last stock. Mike already at 108 off stage right now. Really vying to get back on and do something about this.
And that's it.
Mr. R demonstrating proper spacing, proper reaction time, and really getting the best of Mike Haze there to advance further into the winners. And as we talked about earlier,